Come on in, saints. I have a word of encouragement for us, found in Acts, the 16th chapter, and I want to read the 25th verse. And the scripture reads, "And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God, and the prisoners heard them." The midnight hour found Paul and Silas praying and singing. Their joy was completely independent of their earthly circumstance. The source of all of their singing was high in heaven above. Paul and Silas was going through a tough situation. After coming into contact with a woman who was possessed, after many days of her following them, Paul commanded that the spirit that she was operating in would come out of her. And her masters found that they no longer could use her in the manner that they had been. And so they sought the magistrate and sent Paul and Silas to them. Now, when they got to the magistrate, they were beaten, thrown in jail, and counted off for dead. But the scripture says, at midnight, they were praying and singing praises unto God. I want to encourage somebody on today that no matter where you might be in your situation right now, that there's a midnight in your life. And there was a purpose behind the midnight. Paul and Silas, they were the main characters, but I can see God moving in the outer courts of what's going on in this situation. And I can see him orchestrating things, because it wasn't just for Paul and Silas. Yeah, they might have been the men that are in this text right now. Oh, but the jailer was the main man in this scene. Amen. It was that God had to do a work in his life. Don't be so afraid of the process that you miss out on what God has for you. There are many things and many challenges and many trials that we go through, and they are not always just for us. They're for someone that might be coming along the way, that you might have to minister to, that you might have to show this walk to. And guess what? God is the one that gets the glory out of that situation. Paul and Silas was being used at this time, even though they had been beat, even though they were in stocks, even though they were in chains, even though they were right now in jail. God was on the main line, and he was being glorified in the situation. So no matter where you are right now, know this: God is going to get the glory out of your situation. Jude said it this way: "Now unto him that is able to keep me from falling and present me faultless before his very presence." Right now, what you're going through, God is able. And he's going to bring you through a flourishing finish. Hold on and don't give up. God bless you.